Another question we get a lot is, how do you actually run a mouth call? What's the basics of a mouth call? Mouth calls are probably the most difficult for us to learn, but when we do master them a little bit, and there's all kinds of different levels of mastering the mouth call, but they're a very important tool. And basically, you have reeds of latex in a frame, and most of the time they are stacked, where you'll have a longer reed on top and your shorter reeds on the bottom. Sometimes you'll have cuts in them, and that makes different rasps, different sounds. Sometimes you won't have any cuts in them. No matter what type of call it is, from the simple single reed all the way up to a 4-reed cutter or whatever the fancy names you read on the packages, they're all going to be run the same. You're going to put them into your mouth with the latex, open latex towards the front. The tape is on there to help seal up the air in your mouth. Everyone's palate is different in your mouth. These are all have aluminum frames on them, so you can bend the frame if you need to, or you can keep it straight if you need to. You can cut the tape down if you need to, or you can leave it on there. You can modify this call to fit your mouth because everyone is different. And then basically all you're doing is putting it into your mouth like this and blowing air across. Try and say the word chuck, 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 or fit, fit, fit to learn the basics of it. And once you get that down, you'll start the more pressure or higher pitch, and then just dropping your jaw to complete the yelp. Saying the word put, put, put. A lot of different ways, whatever works for you the best. But basically, you're putting the call into your mouth. Use the tape, use the frame to fit your mouth. Don't be afraid to bend it. You're not going to hurt it. Try not to kink it. Bend it uniformly if you do bend it, and work with it and just learn it. They take a lot of time. Don't put it in and think, well, I'll learn tonight and tomorrow I'll go hunting. Hunting is all part of the process of learning, but I always tell guys, this is your most inexpensive call that you can buy, and it's the hardest one to learn. So don't give up on it. It just takes time, and you'll get it. A great part of the diaphragm call, when you're hunting, for the hunting aspect of the call, obviously if I have this in my mouth, I don't have to be moving. I don't have to be working my pot call or my box call. This is great when you get them inside of that 50 yards and they're looking hard. You don't want to be moving, but you just want to give a couple clucks or something. A mouth call is deadly at that range. So learn to use a mouth call. Learn to deal with the frustration of learning how to use a mouth call, but don't give up. They are an awesome call, and will help you take a lot of turkeys.